right? We don't want to listen to the Most High, right? Our people don't want to listen to the Most High, right? Our people, they don't want to listen to the Most High. They want to worship Satan. They want to bow down to the wicked. That's what our people want to do. So judgment is starting from the house of Israel, from the houses of the brother, the sister that live in West Africa, Benin, Togo, Nigeria, and the list goes on and on and on. It's judgment from the Most High. It's judgment. Whether our people believe it or not, it's judgment. And if judgment must start from the house of Israel, what kind of person should we be? Understand? What kind of person we supposed to be? What kind of person we supposed to be? We're supposed to be what? Obedient. Making sure that we're keeping the law, the commandment of the Most High. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be obedient. Understand that? It's judgment. Let's go back to it. So Peter just telling you, because a lot of our people, they lie in the name of Paul. Oh, Paul said, listen. Peter, listen. Peter, he was chosen among all the 12 disciples. So Peter, according to the scripture, the Bible, hey, he's above Paul. Peter is above Paul. Understand that? Peter is above Paul. Okay? So understand that. Right? He said, well, and if the righteous, right, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verses 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So where are you going to appear, buddy? Where are you going? That's the question the Most High Peter is asking you. You wicked, you see eating pork chop, you see eating your salami, you see eating your pepperoni pizza, you see eating your chancho, you see eating a culebra like snake, you see eating rat, you see eating snail, all type of 50 abominable things, you see eating your so-called king crabs, you eating, listen, you can't make it to the kingdom, buddy. Ain't no making it to the kingdom. That's what Peter is saying. Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of Yahawah, there we go, commit the keeping of the soul to him in well-doing. You see, as unto a faithful creator. So keep in mind, you see John the Baptist, he was beheaded. Did he sin against the Most High? No. He did not sin against the Most High. Yahawashi Amashiach, was he put to death? Yes. Did he sin against the Most High? Never. He never done. Okay. He's righteous from the beginning. But was he slain? Yeah. So you can't serve the Most High, not be afflicted. Now you be wicked? Hey. That's the worst side, buddy. Good luck on that. You be wicked? Hey. Good luck on that. You see what I'm saying? You be wicked. You don't want to keep the commandment of the Most High. Hey, listen. It's on you. Okay. So the brother was slaughtered. He was put to death. The brother, he was killed. He was put to death. While they were issued a warrant, right? Let's go right here now. Let's take a look at something that I saw this morning. Lord willing, it's still out. It's still there. Bear with me. Let me see if I can see find it, right? Let me see if I can see find it. Let's go back, right? Right? Right. Let's check this stuff out. He said, there we go. Let's take a look at another news. There we go. There we go. This right now, I just see this right now. Let's see. Bear with me. You know, are you using this hidden, you know, Wi-Fi? You know, they be always checking you up. They be doing all type of wickedness. Right. Now all praise be unto the Most High Yahweh. Right? Because we're living in a lot of time. Right? We're living in a lot of time. Right? That's what we're seeing right now. Okay. Right. Let's see now. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. I want to share this Selah here, man. I saw this thing right here. There we go. Let's go right here. I'm going to prepare the precept before I read this thing quick. Alright, let's go in the book of Matthew. Let's go in the book of Matthew. Matthew 24. We're going to stay in the spirit. That's the Most High and that's the Most High. Let's go in the book of Matthew. We'll start with Matthew. You know, Matthew's tied. You know, all the book are tied. There we go. You see right there? You see the title? It said California, right? It said California Governor Gavin Newsom declared drought emergency in 2 counties. There we go. Okay. It said the Golden State is now in its second year of drought. There we go. He declared emergency. Let's say he declared emergency, right? It says, standing in the dry, cracked bottom of a lake, Mendocino, Governor Gavin Newsom declared a drought emergency Wednesday in 2 Northern California counties where grape growers and winery are major users, and others that came in response to arid conditions affecting much of the state and the U.S. West. He said the declaration is targeted to Mendocino and Sonoma County. So Sonoma, if you don't know, this is one of the states where they make like wine, right? Sonoma County is one of the county in California where they make wine, right? If you don't know, Sonoma County. So keep in mind, right? Keep that in mind, right? He said where drought conditions are especially bad. Why? Because that's the Most High. The Most High is visiting the earth. Understand that? Okay? He said rather than statewide, as some official and farmer in the agricultural Central Valley have hoped, but the Democratic governor said a broader drought declaration could come as conditions change. And guess what? This is over the wicked. He just came out with this today, right? While they were talking about the climate emitting all this nonsense, foolishness they be talking about. Guess what? That's the time. Because he's a damn devil, right? So let's see. Let's go right here. This is the book of Matthew, right? This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. So understand that. That's from the Most High. Okay? So you can't do anything about it. Alright? It's judgment from the Most High. Okay? So understand that, Esau. You can't do anything about it. Let's keep on going. I got a couple more. Let's go right here. I just want to touch a little bit. So the brother, you encourage. You can go and read it. You can, you go and read it out. You put it out there for the brother. Okay? There we go. Right now, let's take a look at it. There was one I saw earlier this morning. Lord willing, is still up there. Okay? Let's go right here. Okay? Let's go right here. Right here, there we go. This is one of the things I saw earlier this morning, right? Check it out. You see the title of this? It said Indonesia races to find missing submarine before it runs out of oxygen on Saturday. All praise be unto the Most High, man. Right? There we go. You see that? Hey, we're living in a lot of time, man. You see that? Indonesia. You see this? That's how you know these are our enemy. Because there is no nation among our people, whether it be, among Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom. Listen, we don't have submarine. What are we going to do with it? Where are we going to place it? They won't even allow us to put it in the water. But this hidden, our enemy, they have Indonesia. Imagine that. He said Indonesia races to find missing submarine before it runs out of oxygen on Saturday. All praise be unto the Most High. So this country called Indonesia, which is located where? In Asia, so keep in mind, has been on the news for the past 5 years or 6 years. Missing airplane. Now guess what? It's a missing submarine. They got some agenda. The Most High is, listen, the Most High is confounding this hidden, man. Right? The Most High is confounding them, man. Right? They're playing game. Imagine, just a missing submarine. They're going to run out of oxygen. Hey, I hope the Most High move the spirit. It literally runs out of oxygen. I hope the Most High. We pray that the Most High make it that it run out of oxygen. What are they going to do? We hope that the Most High confound them. That the Most High confound this hidden, man. They follow the way of who? Babylon. They follow after Babylon the Great. And they want to do everything Babylon the Great does, right? They want to do the same thing. So we pray that the Most High confound them, man. That guess what? By the time they find that submarine, it be already out of oxygen. And what they're going to do? Wicked people, man. It's a concern. It's a Jakarta. This is from CNN News, okay? Caucasian News Network. That's how I call it. Okay, that's just me. CNN, for me, I call it Caucasian Nets or News Network. Caucasian News Network. So keep in mind, He said, concern were mounting Thursday, so today, over the fate of an Indonesian submarine that went missing with 53 crew members on board, as a military official warned the vessel will run out of oxygen in 3 days. All praise be unto the Most High. Admiral Yudo Margono, the chief of staff of the Indonesian Navy, said the submarine has sufficient oxygen for 72 hours. Based on calculation from when the vessel lost contact during a military exercise on Wednesday. You see, this is rumors war. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. I'm right here on point, right on point. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verses 3. But as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall this thing be? And what shall be the sign of that coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take it that no man deceive you. He said, take it that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name. So who are those many that came in the name of the Most High? Christians. Christians said they came in the name of Christ. They say they're followers of Christ, right? Let's see. Because the Muslims, they didn't come in the name of Yahawashi Mashiach. They did not. Who came in the name of Yahawashi Mashiach? Christian. Okay? He said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. I'm a Christian. If you say I'm a Christian, it's one person, that means you are Christ. Right? Let's continue. And shall deceive many, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled. So we ain't trouble, okay? We ain't trouble in Indonesia. Babylon the Great, we ain't trouble, buddy. We ain't trouble. Okay, let me read it. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. So this thing must happen. Hola, buenas tardes. Hermana, tiene un minuto por la palabra de Dios. No tiene un minuto, excelente. All praises. She said she ain't got no time. He said, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So this is rumors of war, right? What did they say? They say Indonesia lost war, a submarine, and that in 3 days it's gonna run out of oxygen. Eh? Let's read it. Say what? Let's continue. He said the article. He said the German made KRI Nangala fall to ask for permission to dive. There we go. Or submerge at 3 a.m. local time Wednesday before losing contact. Hola. Hey, do you have a minute? Hey, hold on. I'm going to give you a flyer and make sure you go on YouTube and you subscribe so you can learn, right? So you don't have time. So it's all good, but make sure you check it out, you subscribe. So this is going to save you. This is what it's going to save you, okay? It's going to save you. This is not a joke, okay? This is from the Most High. So you see right there, I got my SoundCloud. I want to show you the info first. And I got my YouTube channel right there. I got my website. So please make sure you go on my YouTube page, subscribe, and learn. This is for you. So make sure you don't lose it. Alright? I read it. You have a Bible in the house. Please make sure you read it. Alright? And apply what you read in the Bible. All praise be unto the Most High Yahawah. Right? He said, my God said the submarine had just fired 2 torpedoes. There we go. One with rare ammunition and another with a practice warhead. You see that? Rumors of war. You see that? Rumors of war. Warhead. That's what we're talking about. Right? Let's go to Luke 21. Let's go to Luke 21. We're going to bring the same thing up. Right? So the witness, 2 or 3 witnesses, so the truth be established. Right? Let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 21. We're going to read from the account of who? Of the brother. Right? Let's go over there. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21. Bear with me. It's so windy out here, man. It's so windy, so you make the weather feel like it's like 20 degree, man. You know, guess what? It's the wind. Hey, go, how about you? Good, thank you. Alright. There we go. There we go. This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, and verse 9. But when you shall hear wars and commotion, be not terrified. You see that? Be not terrified. So unto you, the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian, if you keep in the commandment of the Most High, don't be terrified. Do not be terrified. Don't be terrified by these rumors of war. These are rumors of war, okay? Don't be terrified, for this must come to pass. This must come to pass, right? Understand that? So let's read it. He said, well, be not terrified, for this thing must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. You see that? And so keep in mind, So you're going to hear the rumors of war first. Then something else is going to follow. Let's see. He said, one will rear ammunition and another will be practice warhead. You see, warhead. Warhead. So this heathen, they're working in the way of who? Of Esau. They want to do the same thing. Why? Let me prove it to you. That's why the Mosai is against them. The Mosai is against them. Let me prove it to you quick again. Right? This is what Indonesia, right? Let's see. The Mosai is against Indonesia. Okay? If you don't know, you're going to know today. Now the Mosai is against Indonesia. Okay? The Mosai, YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahawashi, is against Indonesia. Let's go into second Ezra. Let's go into second Ezra. So, you know, the Spirit just, you know, moved me up there. He said, come on, go over there. Go over there. Let's go into second Ezra. There we go. There we go. This is the main reason, man. Right? Let's go over here. This is the book of second Ezra. So if you don't know where is Indonesia, I'm going to show it to you. There we go. You see, I have a world map right here. Right? I'm going to show it to pretty much everybody. It's a little windy here. But, you know, we're going to show it real quick. Right? So, you see right here. Right? Bear with me. It's a little bit windy. So, you see, this is a world map. Right? This is a world map. Right? We're going to show you where is Indonesia. Right? So, where is Indonesia located? This area right here. This is what we call Asia. Right? You see right here. This area right here. This area right here. Okay? This part of Russia and all the way down here, this is Asia. So understand that. So Indonesia, where is Indonesia located? Right? We're going to show it to you. This is Indonesia right here. It's like a very, very kind of like, it's not that like super, super big, but we'll show it to you. Indonesia. So you keep in mind. Let me look at it and then I'll show you what is Indonesia. Right here. So let me say Taiwan. Small. Let me show it to you. It's so windy right here, man. So windy. There we go. There we go right here. Okay. So India, Indonesia. Man, the wind right here, man. So bear with me. Let me pull it out and then I'm gonna bring it out. Bear with me. Singapore's right here, and Indonesia, we know, is nigh to Singapore. You know, there we go. Say Sumatra, Malaysia, Singapore. Man, it's so tiny. I'm trying to locate it because the map, you know, is not that big. Right. So bear with me. Get it right now. Should be somewhere right here. So for argument's sake, watch it. So Indonesia is located right here, right in this area. So all this area is considered Asia. Asia, you can see right there. This is say Asia, right? That's Asia right there, right? So when you take a look at it, all this land right here is considered Asia. All this right here, until I'll say Malaysia, right? Until Malaysia. Right? All those are considered what? Asia. All these are Asia. Let's see what the Mosai has against them, right? We're going to see what the Mosai has against them. And why? Why does the Mosai get issue with the continent known as Asia? Why? Did the Mosai just have that just because the Mosai wanted? No, let me show you why. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and we're going to read from verse 46, he said, and thou Asia, you see, there we go, and thou Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babylon. So this Asian country, right, they're the partaker of the hope of America. They're the partaker of the hope of Babylon the Great. And that's what the scripture is saying. That's what the Mosai is telling us through who? Ezra. So keep in mind, he said, and thou Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babylon, and are the glory of her person. So Asia, if you take a look, most of these Asian countries, they're in bed with America. They're in bed with the United States of America. Most of these Asian countries, it doesn't matter. Japan, South Korea, the list goes on and on and on, right? So keep that in mind, right? It said, woe be unto thee thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her. You see? So that's why you see this Asian country like Indonesia, they start building one submarine. They buy the submarine, they buy all this submarine, all this. Because guess what? They're preparing for the war too. They're beating the plow. They're beating the plow like you see somebody doing like work. You know, they're beating the plow. You know, they'll be like, making weapons, getting ready to make war. You see what I'm saying? They're getting ready to make war. Shalawam, Shalawam, humble Judah, Shalawam, Shalawam. All praise be unto the Most High YAHAWAH. Bahasham, Yahawashi. So you see that? So they're beating the plow. Imagine, Indonesia, they got submarine. Where did they learn it from? They're learning from Edom. They're learning from America. They're learning from the French, the German, and the list goes on and on. That's where they got submarine, warhead, all these things. What did they learn it from? They're learning from Babylon the Great. They're learning from what? Spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon the Great, the land of the Chaldeans, and the list goes on and on and on. He said what? He said, woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughter in whoredom. So, is he talking about literally the girl? No. What are the daughter? He's talking about the country that are in Asia. So the country that are in Asia, those are the daughter of Asia. Like I'm going to give you an example of a daughter of Asia. China is the daughter of Asia. Japan is the daughter of Asia. Okay? Malaysia is the daughter of Asia. Indonesia, we're talking about, is a daughter of Asia. So understand, is the Messiah talking about the country that were born from the land that we call Asia. And the word Asia just came from the brother of Leo Scipio Africanus. Okay, Leo Scipio Africanus, his other brother was what? Asiaticus. Okay, they're the one that named that land. So keep in mind. So he said what? He said, because he said, and has decked thy daughter in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers. So they're going to glory in their lovers. Who is the lover? America, Canada, Germany, France, England, Italy. Okay, and the list goes on and on and on. Russia. Okay, let's continue. Okay, he said, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. So these people, they always desire what? To do what? To do whoredom. They want to be in the bed with this Asian country, with this daughter of Asia. They always, America always want to have sex with them. He always want to teach them weakness. That's why they're doing everything. When you go to South Korea, they got a pop star thing. They want to do like America, right? You go to Indonesia, Philippines, all this, they're following after America. They learn everything here in America and they bring it over there in Philippines. They bring it in Indonesia. They bring it in Thailand. They bring all these things they learn here in where? In Vietnam. Because they're learning from Babylon the Great. They're learning from what? They love us. Understand that? Okay, so let's keep on rolling. He said, thou hast followed her that is headed in all her works and invention. So the Mosai rebuking this Asian country, Indonesia. The Mosai telling these Indonesian people, they don't even have understanding. Because they follow idolatry. The Mosai said, listen, why are you following America? He said, you're following that which is headed. Who is headed in all her works is America. The United States of America, the Mosai said he headed. Let's read it again, man. Let's read it again. Because people, man, people simple. Let's read it again. All praise be unto the Most High YAHAWAH, man. Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadah. He said, thou hast followed her. Who is that her? Babylon the Great. Because when you go up right here, in these verses, right? Let me read verse 45. He said, and they that remain under her head shall do service unto them that are put here in fear. You see that? He's talking about who? America, Babylon the Great. That mighty city. Okay, let's continue. He said, thou hast followed her that is headed in all her works and inventions. You see, therefore say YAHAWAH. That's the Most High YAHAWAH. The Most High said, listen, why Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, China, Vietnam, Philippines, Brunei, okay, and the list goes on and on. I ain't gonna list all these Asian countries. If you don't know your geography, you need to go online and learn. Okay, these are basic stuff we're supposed to know. Okay, so the Mosai said, listen, why are you following America? Don't follow America. That's what the Mosai is telling these people. But they don't have understanding. So this is what's going to happen to them. Let's see. He said, I will send plagues upon thee. Who is going to do that? The Mosai. The Mosai said he's going to send plagues upon Asia. Some plagues they never seen before. They'll make it with their own hand and bring it outside to kill their own people. And that's what we see right now. They're going to make their own disease in the lab. The Mosai move the spirit and make their own disease, and they bring it outside and they kill their own self. All praise be unto the Mosai, man. Blessed be Yahawah forever and ever. Aman ALLELUYAH. Buenas tardes. Hermana, tiene un minuto por la palabra de Dios. All praises. She said she ain't got no time. All praises be unto the Most High. That's good. That's what we want to make sure. You know, we allow them just to give them the one. So it's up to them whether they want to hear or they don't want to hear. That's what we doing right here. Right? We're only looking for the elect. Not everybody. We are not trying to save everybody. No, man. We don't come here to save everybody. No. That means we don't understand the prophecy. That means we don't understand the Most High. We ain't here to save everybody. No. We're looking for the elect. Okay? And I got a lot of elect already online. Shalawam, 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 king. Right? Right? He said, I will send plague upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Amen. All praise be unto the Most High. Blessed be the Most High Yahawashi, man. Bahasham, Yahawashi. Are you kidding me? Indonesia, you got warhead? Really? And the Most High say, listen, he got you. Okay? And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. Because right now they got power. Because it's not any country that can own a submarine. It's not any country. No. Venezuela doesn't have a submarine. El Salvador, they don't have a submarine. Not that I know of. Maybe they're planning to buy one. Benin, we don't have submarine. Nigeria, they don't have submarine. Maybe they're planning to buy one. Ghana, do they have submarine? They don't have it. I don't know. Maybe they're planning to buy one. Right? Take a look at it. He said what? He said, and the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. Imagine that. Damn. When the heat shall arise, that descend over thee. What is the heat? Death, destruction, famine, evil. Like you never seen before. That's what the Most High. He said, thou shalt be wicked as a poor woman with stripes. Imagine. And as one chastised with wound, so that the mighty and lover, right, shall not be able to receive thee. You see? So the Most High said, when I bring this evil upon you, listen, ain't nobody will be able to save Asia. You can't save Asia. Okay, Germany cannot save Asia. The French won't be able to do it. The British neither. Nobody will be able to save Asia. Why? Because you're following the wicked in his weakness. Okay? You owe a submarine, ain't no problem, buddy. You owe a submarine, the Most High got you. The Most High got you behind. The Most High got you. Confound it, man. Hola, señor. ¿Cómo está, señor? Hey, hermano, ¿tiene un minuto? Usted creo en el Señor Yahawashi. Ok, so, ¿qué pide el Señor? ¿Qué pide el Señor a su pueblo? ¿Qué necesitamos hacer para ser salvos? ¿Cuál es el bueno? Dame un ejemplo de bueno, por favor. Dame un ejemplo de bueno. Porque la mayoría de los cristianos dicen que hacer lo que es bueno. Sí, right? Dame un ejemplo de la Biblia. ¿Cuál es el bueno en la Biblia? Dame un ejemplo. Solo un ejemplo. ¿Eh? ¿Dónde está escrita? ¿En cuál libro? Ok, pero mira, excelente. Bueno, basado en la Biblia son los leyes, los mandamientos de Dios. Eso es lo que es bueno. Porque la mayoría piensa que bueno es comprar flores, dar ropa a su amigo, a su hermano. Si es de tal manera, por ejemplo, yo enseño la palabra aquí, usted pasando, pero usted no me compra comida, no me da nada. Pero usted dice hacer bueno, porque el bueno basado en la Biblia no es el dinero, no es el ropa, es los leyes, los mandamientos de Dios, nada más. Porque la ley o los leyes, los mandamientos de Dios es la única que puede salvar a ustedes y mí, nada más. El dinero no puede salvar a nadie. Dinero, nada. Hermano, mira, si no tiene, chequeando, nosotros tiene YouTube, ¿ok? Suscríbete en nuestra página en YouTube, ¿ok? Y chequeando, eso es más que oro. Si usted quiere aprender más, mi nombre es Frankie y mi número de contacto está allá. Chequeando, por favor. Porque nosotros vivimos en el último tiempo, Señor. All right. Selah, man. So, let's see. So, he said, what? He said, He said, would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, said the Lord Yahweh, if thou hast not always slain my chosen? You see, so a lot of people don't know the history of these so-called, Asian people, right? So in these so-called, I'll say, era. Hola, Señor. ¿Cómo está? Hermano, tiene un minuto por la palabra de Dios. Okay, hey, yo, bro, listen, I'm going to give you a flyer. I know you're working right now, bro. I'm going to give you a flyer, right? And I just want you to go on my YouTube and subscribe. I'm going to give you just a paper. So, hold on, I'll give you the paper. Hey, you read in English, right? Oh. Spanish? Eh? Spanish, okay. All right, hermano. Este es más que oro, más que dinero, por favor. Chequeando en la internet en YouTube. Nosotros tenemos YouTube, sitio web. Suscríbete, por favor, para aprender. Nosotros hacemos en español, inglés y francés. Chequeando, eso importa. All right? So, you don't know the history of these people, right? I want to show you a book, right? You see this book right here? This is a beautiful book right here, all right? So I'm going to put it right here on the screen so a couple of brothers can see, right? You see that right there? So that book is called The African Diaspora in the Mediterranean Land of Islam. You see? So because most of these people, they're Muslim, okay? Most of these people, so when you go into this book, it did tell you that these people, they have been oppressing our people for so long. Hold on. You got a minute for the word of the Most High? Not right now. All praise be unto the Most High Yahawah. All right, Lord, she said not right now, Lord. All praise be unto thee, Most High. Right? So these people, they have been oppressing our people for so long, right? Because when you go into this book right here and you start reading it, I mean, it's just sad to see that we got to go through all this, okay? It's very sad to see that we got to go through all this. So understand that, right? It's very, very sad. So understand that, right? So this is what literally happened from the Middle East all the way down to where? To Asia. Because we got a lot of our people, right? So you got a lot of so-called Negroes, so-called black that were taken from West Africa and brought into Indonesia, Malaysia, India, China as a slave. As a slave, understand that. You can go research it. There was a lot of so-called black people from West Africa, part of Central Africa, part of South Africa, that were taken as a slave and sold in Asia to all these places. Now today, what is happening? If you take a look today, these Asian people, what they're doing, they're feeding rat to our people. So because when we eat rat, what happens? We die. They're feeding rat. They're feeding snake. When you go to the restaurant, do you know what they put in the food? They tell you this is a chicken. Were you there when they slay the chicken? You were not there. You don't know. So the Moses said, the reason why he's going to destroy these people, these heathen, is because they have always done evil toward us. So there's something that happened in West Africa, or I'll say Central Africa, right? Like a year or 2 years ago in Gabon, right? Where these Chinese, they were doing like project construction, as they always say. Guess what? And they slew a couple of brothers, and they killed them, and they cooked the meat, and they were caught in Gabon. That happened in Gabon. Chinese, that's what